Hello. Alright, here we go. This one's gonna be a fun one. Oh boy, if you saw the thumbnail and you clicked on it, this one's a fun one. Alright. It's out of my sub goal, but basically this game's gonna be a heavenly reroll game. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content. And comment below if you have fun playing heavenly. So I when I saw heavenly, I love traits. I don't really like reroll, right? I find like I like to have traits where they're like very like flexible, that you can kind of like play different versions of the same comp, and it comes down to like, okay, what did I hit versus what do I need to like beat my opponents, right? Like what's good against opponents, right? So like for example, like I'm really starting to like analyzing sniper builds where you can play like, okay, am I playing ghostly sniper, am I playing ink shadow sniper, am I playing ink shadow ghostly? It's like that trifecta of porcelain, the trifecta of like ghostly, porcelain, and ink shadow kind of like is really interesting this set, I find, where like they share a lot of similar traits and you can kind of flex between the three of them. Like that's gonna be like really fun for me, and that's what I'm hoping, that they're all like playable in a way that's not like, oh, if you don't have this particular unit in, it's fucked. But anyways, in this game, however, one thing I like even more than playing flexibly is when there are traits that buff your whole board, right? One of my favorite things in set 10, Jazz. Loved Jazz. I love just everybody gets like, you get a buff and you get a buff, and holy shit, when I saw Heavenly, I was like, okay, this one is gonna be awkward as hell to play because you have to 3-star everything. But fuck it, if I'm in a spot to 3-star everything, I sure as hell want to 3-star everything. Anyways, I didn't know I was playing Heavenly just yet. I was actually thinking that I want to play Dragonborn because it's PBE and I'm still trying out all the verticals. I already tried out Heavenly. I can make a video of it, I'm just refusing to because, like, unless I really have to, because I lost horribly when I played it. But anyways, look at this trait. So there's Story Weaver. I'm never going Story Weaver. There's always a Story Weaver playing in the lobby. I don't feel like being contested in PBE. Like, what the fuck's the point, right? Why are we gonna hold hands and go 8th? Let's just learn something else. It doesn't seem like a hard thing to play. Divine Rolls. Basically what it does is it gives you a free reroll per unit that you have that is heavenly. And I don't know why I have so many rerolls here though. I think it's bugged, right? Like, I have so many rerolls here. 4, 5. Let's go back a little bit. I'm pretty sure this first round was bugged. Because, okay, so you gain 4 rerolls. Okay, never mind. It's not bugged. I would have 5 rerolls total, right? So I didn't buy the Kha'Zix the round earlier, and that was kind of dumb of me. But I didn't think I was playing Heavenly. But you should always buy unit pairs, right? Anyways, I hit Divine Rolls. So what it is, you get 4 rerolls, and then 1 for each of your Heavenly champions. And I gain a Kha'Zix. So anyways, let me also, sorry that there's no game audio. I was just doing other stuff. The way PB works is like sometimes there's a queue, and with the way my days are going, I can't really like afford to like play at certain times and then have the queue not pop. So like whenever I can get in, I just fit in these games, and sometimes like there's other stuff going on. That's why there's also like the VOD review format that I'm kind of reviewing this game in post. But anyways, I should probably grab the Kha'Zix. I'm rolling right now because in my head I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to roll and I'm gonna be stuck on low levels. It's never gonna be send it. Like if you look at the heavenly units, there's no way it's send it for Malphite Kha'Zix, right? I don't think it's like Kha'Zix is a carry. Maybe Kha'Zix is a carry if you itemize towards, like I have a BT, like I have good like melee items and stuff, right? So maybe it is like ooh, we're gonna carry Kha'Zix, but anyway, putting all the heavenly units in there. Also, maybe I should just go over heavenly actually, as a trait. Sorry that's a little bit into the video, but hopefully you're keeping. I'm just so excited. This video is gonna be so much fun for me. Let's go to the traits. Sorry, that's the music. So I can show you heavenly real fast. Heavenly right here. So heavenly champions grant a unique stat bonus for your team, and then it basically lists out the units here. So basically Kha'Zix gives 10 crit, Malphite gives armor, Nico gives health, Kiana gives attack damage, Soraka gives AP, Wukong gives attack speed, and if you have an emblem it gives Omnivamp. And based on how many of them in you have a bonus, and then based on how many star level they are, you gain an additional bonus. So for example, if it's 10, let's say you have a Kha'Zix 1, then it would be, and you have 2 heavenly, then you have 100% bonus of that. If you had a Kha'Zix 1 and you had 7 heavenly, then it would be 220% of 10, which is like 20 crit. And if you had a 3-star Kha'Zix, 7 heavenly, it would be 90% more, so it'd be 19 times 220, it would be like 40 crit, right? That's like an example of how it would work, right? Roughly. So anyways, you're incentivized to 3-star them, as well as it works really well as a splash trait. I think there might be some other rerolls that are enabled where you just play 2 heavenly and just gain like extra crit or extra stuff to top it off. But anyways, I digress. It's okay. So that's the introduction to the trait. Sorry, this is still PBE, so everybody's learning, and I understand that, and myself, I'm learning. But I was just really happy with this game because I don't know. I think the trait's so cool. I like traits that give your whole board something. It's also why I used to really like invokers. I always talk about invokers. I really want to try invokers this set. Like in set 9, I love that invokers just gave mana to like the whole team as well. Anyways. So what I do is, I think the strategy is you want to roll on 7. You want to spend most of your gold on 7. But, so I used my free rerolls when I was still level 3, because I was trying to gather as many copies as Kha'Zix and Malphites as I could. I didn't gather that many, so it's kind of bad, but it's okay. I think if you have an early spat as well, it might be better to just pick a 1 cost and try and get all 3 of them to 3-star, because the thing is, when you have a spat and you put it on the unit and it becomes heavenly, it gives you Omnivamp, and then if you 3-star that unit, it's as if you have a 3-star Omnivamp unit, so you basically gain like a bunch more Omnivamp for your whole team. Anyways, I just think, did I say everything I needed to? I should slam an item here. I think the most flexible is Giant Slayer. I'm looking at the units, and I think the best board for Heavenlies... The best board for Heavenlies is definitely, I think, Soraka carry. Out of all of them. Because I think the problem with all 1-star carries, unless they're absolutely broken, they're not going to scale really well into late game as much as like a 2-cost or a 3-cost. The 2-cost Heavenly units, I don't really think Kiana is that strong per se. I would like a backline unit. Okay, the reason I would want a backline unit is because I'm gonna have so much frontline, because so many of the traits, like if you think about it, like armor, Omnivamp, health, right, like all of those contribute primarily to like frontline as opposed to like AP AD, where a lot of times if you have like an AP unit, they don't really need AD, and if you have an AD unit, you don't really need AP. And Omnivamp, right? Like it's like And Omnivamp is the one that's the least reliable to get, right? Because Omnivamp only happens if you get a spat. So I want to try and play towards Soraka, because Soraka also does AoE, and then I'm gonna have like a Giga frontline because of all the other buffs. That's like my thought process at least. So then I want to roll on 7, right? The reason you want to roll on 7 is because 7 you still have a small percentage chance of hitting the Wukong as well. So if you hit the Wukong, then you can also get the Wukong buffs, right, for attack speed. And you want to roll on 7 because then you can get 3-star Soraka. Now Soraka is also Alturist. So Alturist works well with some other units, which you'll see later. I think the board that I made is like the Giga Cap board. Like I think that is the best version of the board. Unless I find out later that something else is different. But we'll talk about the board construction later. Like what I'm talking about is like capping your board on like 9, for example, like what units to play. Alturist is really good because it gives Omnivamp, right? Doesn't give Omnivamp, it gives healing, right? It does like damage that your unit does, heals your whole board. And it gives some extra armor. So it's like, it's good for the whole team because I'm going to be hitting a bunch of 3-stars, so I want extra healing and I want extra armor on them. Anyways, I make generic items. I just make a stone plate and a what's it called? And a giant slayer. And I'm thinking that, you know, hopefully I can play Soraka carry, right? Maybe the play is Kiana or Kha'Zix, but it just feels weird because I feel like Kiana, I don't know, I feel like Soraka benefits the most from some of these buffs. Just having like the Giga frontline and also doing AoE and healing if you get Alturist in. So I tech in 4 Heavenly here. The reason I'm playing 4 Heavenly this turn is because next turn is when I get my free rerolls, and I want to make sure that I get the maximum amount of free rerolls. Because if I have, if I get in the 4 Heavenly units, then I gain an extra reroll for having that extra Heavenly unit in. And I'm probably gonna try and power level to 6. I'm just gonna psycho level up to 6. Anyways, so I get a remover, that's pretty good. I can flex my items now pretty nicely. And I can drop 2 Nikos. Isn't that great? Excuse me. So I can drop 2 Nikos and a Sunfire, which is fine. I'll just make a Sunfire. I tried to level, like pre-level to 5 because I was hoping the Nico would just get grabbed in, but I forgot that's at round end, so I don't get the 5 rerolls. I just get 4 extra, so I have 8 total rerolls, which is a lot. 8 rerolls at the start of the stage. I'm gonna burn them now. I should have checked for science if the rerolls keep forever, right? That's something I should have checked, which I don't know if I can look it up, but hopefully I don't burn them all out, and maybe I'll see them. Let's watch in the VOD. Hopefully I don't burn out all my rerolls here. And I can see if they last the next turn. But I think I do because I was scared. Yeah, I just reroll because I'm scared. Okay. So, the benefits of rolling at 6. 6 is like an awkward level here, right? Because 6, you have 0% chance of hitting the Wukong. But I think rolling at 6 is maybe the play if you're going for 3-star everybody. But I think it's just awkward because you might get stuck on the units, right? So the reason you roll on 6 is the highest level. Rolling on 6 is the highest odds of hitting a 2 cost, right? Oh, I found Heavenly Crown, by the way. So now I'm playing for 7 Heavenly, which is the max Heavenly cap, which you only need 1 crown for. And it gives me a Nico, which is just great. So now that I have a Heavenly Crown, it's definitely roll on 7. I'll tell you why in a second. But anyways, the reason you roll on 6, if you wanted to roll on 6 might also be good because you still have decent odds of hitting the 1 cost, right? So you can hit the Kha'Zix and the Malphites. And also, you can go for Nico 3, which is insanely tanky. And you could still find Sorakas on 6, so you'll be set up for late game to play Sorakas. But, and you can also hit Kiana, because Kiana is also a level, like, 2 cost, which has good odds on level 6. It has the best odds on level 6. So then you're efficiently rolling, because you can hit everybody on level 6, and it's kind of, like, good. The reason that you go for 7, I think it's almost guaranteed. If you hit Spat, you have to go 7, right? Before you roll. I might roll a little bit here because I have a lot of Nikos, but you should go to 7. The reason you go to 7 is because you get in Diana. So Diana, in this game, is, what is she? She's Sage Alturist? Dragon Lord? Something like that. Basically, all her traits work really well. I forget exactly what she is, but we'll see it after, right? She synergizes so well with the team. She's Dragonborn. No, she's just Dragonborn Sage, right? So you want her. Sage is really good because Sage basically gives your backline AP and your frontline AD, and Wukong is a Sage. So what you do is, and Diana is fucking broken. I don't know what the fuck. I've been getting railed by people going Diana reroll. I don't know if the unit is busted or what, or if it's just like it might just be Dragonborn like bullshit that's busted. But she's really strong. So what you do is you roll for Soraka and Diana, right? And then you can also grab Riven, because Riven is Alturist, right? That's like, if you're staying on 6, you probably grab Riven, right? Because if you play Riven, you basically want to 3-star the guy with the emblem. That's what I'm trying to explain. I'm just struggling at it really hard because my mind is racing. But so you go 7, you can get the Diana, and then you also have a 1% chance of finding a Wukong, which if you're going to be stuck on 7 the whole game and rolling like infinite gold, you'll probably eventually hit a Wukong, as opposed to being level 6 where you have 0 chance of hitting a Wukong, right? I know that sounds kind of dumb, but trust me, it's definitely roll on 7 if you have an emblem. Actually, I might be wrong. If you play Riven, it might be roll on 6. I can see the world where you get Riven 3-star, Nico 3-star, and Kiana 3-star, and you roll on 6, but it just feels so bad, because you want the Wukong eventually to get the 7, because it's such a huge spike. And if you get stuck on 6, it's gonna be so hard to get to 7, right? That's the main thing that holds back rolling on 6, in my opinion. Because if you roll on 6, maybe comment below if you should roll on 6 or 7. I think the biggest problem with rolling on 6 is that if you get stuck on level 6, like you're trying to hit all your 3 stars, then you have to push levels in order to keep up with the rest of the team, with like the rest of the lobby. But you don't have gold to both bowl for the Wukong and hit the levels. It's kind of just fucked, right? I don't know. So I think it's definitely roll on 7, because if you get stuck on 7, you roll to 0, like 100,000 gold. And I just find a Nico 3 for free. I think that's the biggest high roll in the game. Anyways, I don't sell to remove the items because I might hit Malphite because I'm pretty close, even though my odds are dropping and I'm leveling. But this is like the best case scenario, right? I rolled a little bit because I said, I'll roll to 50 and then I'll go 7 later, like because it's really cheap to go to level 7. And it's also like Crab Rave, I think. So I think everybody's just super rich. Oops, I bumped my mic. Hey, because I hit this Nico, now it's definitely go 7. I'm also down 2 combats, so I really need to hit these 3 stars. But anyway, this Nico is fucking unkillable. Look at this shit. This Soraka also does so much damage. I'll start showing the numbers later, but this Soraka unit is also really strong. I think my read was right. It's Soraka carry if you're playing vertical heavenly. I found like no Kha'Zix though, which is kind of bad, but you know, it is what it is. So now I'm like going through it. I want to fit in Sage because I want Sage to synergize with Wukong later. You could just play an Arcanist. It's definitely not playing the Cho'Gath, right? The Cho'Gath is definitely not the play. I want to switch off this Cho'Gath. But basically, I'm trying to find a 3 cost to roll with my Soraka, basically, on level 7. And I'm gonna 3-star that dude as well. So it's definitely Sage. I think it's Sage, and then you get Dragonborn, and then your high roll is you play Rakan. So you play Rakan. Rakan is Alturist and Dragonborn. So you get Dragonborn in, you get Alturist in, which is really strong, and you gain Sage, and all your synergies work out beautifully, and everything is happy and wonderful. Anyways, look at this Nico. Fucking unkillable. Hello? I think I still lose this one, but yeah, that's fine. The only thing I like more than augments like this, where they buff your whole board, is what's it called? Is scaling augments. But I don't think there's like, is there even a scaling augment this set? It's just Dryden, right? I do like Dryden. Tried out a couple times, but I don't think there's any other scaling augments that scale infinitely, like 80 or AP. But maybe I'm wrong. I have to check that out. Anyways, I had a couple Sorakas. I'm making a bunch of Hodges as well, probably this game. So the reason anyways, I level up to 7 here, just to like whatever. I already have in 6 Heavenly, so I can't get any more Heavenly for my rerolls. And I'm just sending it on 7, basically. I should probably switch out that guy for Diana, I think. I find, so Lee Sin is what I put in right now. Lee Sin's good because he gives me Duelist as well. So you can also play towards Lee Sin here, but I think the better play is just to play Diana. Anyways, I make a Hodge because everybody's gaining crit chance from the Kha'Zix. It's not that much crit chance because I only have like I don't even think I have Kha'Zix 2, I think I have just Kha'Zix 1. So it's like very little crit chance, but it's like alright. Anyways, I have the Diana now, so we're gonna start itemizing towards this gal right here. Also, I think I put my Heavenly Emblem on the wrong dude. I think I put it on the Lee Sin instead of the Diana. Yeah, so Duelist Crown, I don't think I need it. Bulwark, I don't think I need it because I have so much defensive stats. It might have been Bulwark here. But I don't really want overwhelming force. I didn't really have anything that I could take, so I just took Egg. So, haha, meme, egg. Let's see if I can win with egg. But, you know, it's kind of just sucks. I just kind of had to take it. Okay, no, I did put the emblem on the Diana. That's good. So, I'm rolling for Diana 3 as well as, I'm basically slow rolling 50. I have so much gold. I don't even know how. I think it's either the gold galaxy or I think it's just the gold galaxy, right? So like we keep getting dropped a bunch of gold, which also helped a lot in the re-rolling. So I'm definitely hitting above tempo here. I used my greater dupe on the Diana just because like whatever. Now my whole team has like Giga Omnivamp, right? It's like 5% times 170 times... Yeah, 5% times 195 times 90, right? So 90%. So it's like double of 5, 10, and 90% of that's almost triple. So it's like, I don't know, it's like 30 Omnivamp for free. Like everybody has a Bloodthirster, right? It's a little bit less than 30. Let's say it's like 25, probably is like an accurate estimation. That's still more than a Bloodthirster. It's like everybody just has a Bloodthirster now because I hit Diana 3, right? Anyways, I get 4 rerolls. Let's go. And yeah, I just hit Malphite. And now I hit the Rakan early. So now you swap out Lee Sin for Rakan. And it gives, see, it gives Dragon Lord and Alturas. So Alturas now makes the Soraka heal the whole team as well, in addition to the Omnivamp they already have. And now it's like everything's fucking unkillable. Everybody has a Bloodthirster. Everybody's healing from Alturas. Everybody has like fucking an extra like Warbogs. It's like holy shit. But this is the situation that's hard to get to, right? Like there's no denying that it was pretty high roll. Like I hit the Nico for free, right? I didn't hit Kha'Zix, but that's why I think that it's never roll for Kha'Zix or Malphite, right? You kind of need to hit Nico and you need to hit, but I don't have any Sorakas, so maybe like it's like kind of average roll. No Sorakas, no Wukongs yet, but it's hard to tell. Because I'm in this spot because I took 2 augments to enable it, right? I don't think Heavenly is reliable without some of these augments. Because even with these augments, it didn't feel like it felt really high roll. Which I think is the problem with it, which is why it's more of like a good splash trade. I don't think it's that strong vertical. But yeah, if you get to this spot, like I'm down a Prismatic Augment, I'm just winning all these fights clean. Like I am so strong now. Because you need to hit like a couple of them 3-star. Or else you're kind of boned. So right now I have 3 3-stars. I have 4. Yeah, I have 3 3-stars. I have Diana, I have Nico, and I have Malphite. So everybody has Giga Armor, Giga HP, and Giga Omnivamp, which is really strong. Yeah, this guy's Gnar reroll. I think I just run over everybody, to be honest. I don't see how I don't. Oh, I hit the Kha'Zix. No, I didn't. Did I hit Kha'Zix 2 yet? I'm rolling for Soraka. I'm rolling kind of deep because I don't really care. I think it's really important to like hit the Soraka. But I'm still staying above 50, right? Soraka I think is a blue buff user, so I think blue buff is good on her. And then because she's 60 mana. And then it's I put Giant Slayer. I think Giant Slayer is good. I'm just looking around. I'm trying to see like what are other people playing. And the Rakan is really high roll, but if I didn't have Rakan, I just wouldn't have Alturas, which is just a little bit less healing and thing. You just play the Lee Sin instead. And I think it's okay. Like it's not the end of the world. I think the other rendition is you play Riven for Alturas. You can also play an Arcanist for Nico. See, the thing is, this last spot where the Xayah Rakan is, as well as the Diana to a certain extent, like Diana's setting up for late game, right? Which is kind of really greedy. So I picked Diana because I want Sage, because I think Sage is super duper important. Like I think Sage is like the giga cap of this board, because you get the Wukong and the Sage, then your whole team gains like even more Omnivamp and like AP. Like the backline units gain AP, the frontline units gain Omnivamp. Maybe it's not that important, but I think it's just I think Sage is like a really strong trait to just splash in. If you're not playing Rakan, you can pretty much play like almost any legendary unit, which is really high roll off it, right? In place of that Rakan, you can play Lysandra because she's Arcanist. It fits in really well. You can play, obviously, Wukong. You need to play Wukong. right? You can play Set, and the other, well, Set, there is no Warden, so maybe not Set. Set's maybe the only one that you can't play, but you can play Behemoth, the other dude, Udyr. You can play what are all the other 5 costs? You can play Irelia, because she's Dragonborn as well. You can play what's her name? Zaya Rakan, right? Like all of them are playable, all the 5 costs. So that like if you hit anybody on 7, you can just put them in as what your +1, right? Which is also why I think you go to 7. I don't know. I think it's definitely go to 7 on roll. I might be wrong though. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like I have good reasoning for what I did, and it worked out. The one thing I don't have this game is Spark. Like I don't have Shred or like I have anti-heal, but I don't have Shred, which is pretty bad. In a proper game, I'd probably be severely punished for not having Shred. But yeah, I find another glove. So what am I gonna make? I'm probably just gonna make a Hodge, because I already have a little bit of crit because of Kha'Zix. And yeah, you just keep hitting your units. I think I'm just gonna level here and roll on 8 now. I should have grabbed the Lissandra just in case. I'm rolling on 8 because I have a bunch of free rerolls and I'm already winning every lobby, so it's like I really just want to hit the Wukong and just guarantee that I have like the Giga board. But yeah, I definitely should have bought the Lissandra because Lissandra can farm items, but I just play Riven here because it gets me 3 Alturist. The other Alturist is what's his name, Rakan, which is why he's really strong because he's not only a Dragon board, but the Alturist is insane. And then I just triple item Diana because this Diana is fucking insane. I hope I showed the damage numbers. I think I showed it a little bit before, but before it was like Soraka was doing like pretty much all the damage on my team. She was just doing like 100,000 damage. And well, I think it was like 12,000 or something she was doing before. But now I'm gonna have like a proper trio carry like when the damage numbers come up. See, so I have Soraka as number 1, Nico as number 2. Oh no, it's Diana as number 1 now. But this is a Soraka 2. It's not a Soraka 3, right? But that's how much damage Soraka 2 is doing. She's keeping up that it's like an even split between Nico, Diana, and Soraka. Anyways, I cash out my my egg, and I got 3 Ornn items, 2 removers, and a duplicator. I think I got the duplicator from that. So I just put all 3 Ornn items on Nico because they seem like they work really well on her, and then I'm saving this Hodge for Wukong, or I'll put on the Rakan, like whichever 5 cost I hit. But yeah, look at this board. I have so many stats. It's just fucking over. Hello? Look at this shit. They're unkillable. And that's what I mean. Like like the frontline stats that you get are so insane. Your frontline's just unkillable. You have all 3-star frontline units. Like maybe it was itemized. Like there's a world where it's itemized Kiana and you play like Kiana duelist like Riven or some shit, right? Like and you tech it in that way. But I don't know. Like maybe it's not. Like I don't. This Soraka unit just does so much damage. And I find the Wukong. So now I drop the Riven, so I drop 1 Alturist just to get my 7 dudes in. And I'll hold on to that, and on level 9 I'll basically just play Riven, and that'll be my board. I use the dupe on the Soraka, so now we can see the real damage of the Soraka. 7 Heavenly, Soraka 3. Man, this game would have been perfect if I could have hit Wukong 3. I think if the game lasted longer, but I think I just steamroll everybody. Okay, let's see. Look at the Soraka damage. She's like, I have 3-star everybody. She's doing like 3 times as much. It's insane. Holy. See, the reason I like Soraka as well is because Soraka does AoE. So she'll attack like the largest clump and then it'll spread damage over to other people, which I think is really good. I'm just kind of thinking like what can I put here? I want to put a Hodge on Wukong. And then I just take Sterix for Wukong. Isn't this fun? I like this trade a lot. I thought this was a really fun game for me. Yeah. I just itemized the Wukong. It's probably it might have been itemized Rakan because I have two of them, but like whatever. I think like if there was like a backline sniper, this would have been kind of fucked. But I have a lot of Omnivan. That guy has 3 duplicators, but he rolled down all his gold to 0. I don't know how he didn't hit something. This guy had a fortune emblem? Whatever. Anyway, let's look at the Soraka damage here when we see it. Imagine if I had Shred. Oh, it's pretty even split this time. Wukong did a bunch. Diana did a bunch. Yeah, I'm just gonna level here. Make sure that I hit the Wukong too. Who's left for me to hit? I have to hit Kha'Zix and I have to hit Kiana. Right? And then if I had Wukong, but I'm not gonna hit Wukong 3, sadly. It would have been perfect. Imagine if I had Wukong 3 and then I could have just said I got all the heavenly bonuses. It would have been such a better title. Or a better YouTube video, but it is what it is. Look at this. Look at my Soraka damage. 12k. Soraka's just doing so much damage. Like, I know she's triple item and she's 3-star, but like technically my Diana is triple item. I guess she's not because she has the Heavenly Crest, but holy. But yeah, I have Sajin, Alturas, Dragonlord. I think this is the play. You usually play like this. And then maybe like you don't need 3 Alturas. Maybe you can play like a Lissandra, or you can cap out around other 5 costs, right? Like you can play like Udyr, Lissandra, like those units as well. But I definitely think like the way it is right now is pretty damn strong. Hey, I'm gonna gain. I'm gonna get 11 free shop rerolls this stage. So I leveled to 9 because it's like, okay, fuck it, we're gonna make sure that we hit. We should pay attention. I don't think I use all my rerolls here. So we can see if it lasts to the next round just for science. I'm debating because I really wanted a 3rd Wukong item, but I just didn't get it. Oh no, I do like spam all my rerolls. Shit. I don't know if they last the next turn. I'll try and look it up after. Yeah, and I just Thieves Gloves him because yeah, you know, go get him. You got it. Yeah, just nobody has a chance. There's 2 boards left to fight. The guy that had like 2 duplicators, he just didn't hit anything. He had 3 duplicators, and I don't know what happened. And I'm just kind of sending it. I'm kind of debating, like maybe I play Lissandra. I think if I play Lissandra over the Riven is my main debate, which I think it's correct to play it over the Riven. Because I don't think the extra MR really matters and the extra healing when I have 3 Hodges. Right? I feel like all my strong units are going to be... I'm just checking if anybody's like 3-star. Because this guy's pretty strong. He's trying to go for Hui 3. I think if he had a couple more turns, maybe he can hit it. But, I think even with Hui 3... I might win still. Like I won't win against Hui 3. What I'm saying is I might have enough HP to go for a 5 cost 3-star. because he's gonna have no money. Like, let's say he did it magically find the last way that he needed. I don't even know how many he's off. I think he's off by like 3 right now. But I'm like, fuck it, I'll just roll and try and hit the way. Because, you know. At first I thought that like the etiquette in PBE is that you don't grief, and I felt kind of bad and I was kind of confused. Like, should I grief this or should I not grief, right? Like, if I'm in a spot like this where I'm like, you know, definitely guaranteed a first. Anyways, I hit the Kha'Zix 3 on level 9, right? I don't know if this is a thing. I'm pretty sure this is a thing, by the way, viewers. Am I crazy, or is Kha'Zix appearing in places of Wukong? Because that happened in another game I played where like Wukong was hidden as a Kha'Zix. Like, how am I seeing so many Kha'Zix on level 9 all the time? I'm pretty sure that it's just bugged and you're just not seeing Wukong, you're seeing Kha'Zix instead. But like, I don't know if it's a real bug, so I can't like report it, right? Because like, I can't be like, hey, there's a lot of Kha'Zix that I'm seeing. This looks sus. It's like, really? That sounds like bullshit, right? But I don't know. Let me read the patch notes and see if it ever changes. Anyways, this guy's just gonna go for Hui. I don't think he's gonna hit, and it's just like a guaranteed win. I think like the comp really comes online if you hit like 3 or 4 of them as 3 costs, right? You really need to hit a bunch of them. And I think that Heavenly is kind of weird because like it's really hard to pick a level to roll because like the level, if you look at just the traits itself, is probably 6 if you just want to hit Kiana and Nico, but then you have to carry Kiana, right? And I don't know how strong Kiana carry is. Anyways, I didn't hit the Wukong 2 because I didn't have enough gold. But I feel so much better to roll on 7, especially if you have emblem. If you have no emblem and you know that you're never gonna hit 7, it might just be like go for Kiana carry, because Kiana seems pretty good in some fights, but I don't know. Anyways, this was the board at the end. Isn't that great? We hit 6 of the 7, 3-star. Lovely. Anyways, that's a Heavenly game. Hopefully I give a little bit of an overview. I kind of talk about it and talk through my thought process through it. It was more for a fun game, so I was super excited and happy about it. So, you know, hopefully it was entertaining a little bit. Anyways, bye-bye, everyone.